Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Drill here.
And I'm Josh. And today we have a Walking Dead video here. How many characters are still alive from the pilot episode?
Well, there's only 2. And they're not even on the show.
This is going to be a short video.
It's crazy.
No.
What we're talking about, guys, it's something that has come up, just discussing, with the Walking Dead ending and kind of going back to the olden days. The pilot episode, episode 1. Pilot episode was only Rick and Morgan. That's it.
Yep.
And as we know, Rick is not on the show anymore, and Morgan is not on the show anymore. Everyone else that we started to meet, like Daryl, Carol, they didn't show up till episode 3. And then, Maggie.
Let's talk about let's roll it into the first season. How many are alive from the first season? So far we got 2.
Rick, Morgan, Carol, Daryl, Maggie.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
5. That's it. 5. Yep.
Now, of course, it's a zombie show, right? They're gonna kill people off, right?
Right.
I have an interesting story. So, I was late into The Walking Dead. I think I started you were very late.
Mm-hmm.
I think I started in season 4, I believe.
You started watching season 4?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Without watching the other ones?
No. That's when I started watching it live.
When you started it watching. Yeah. Season 4 was already going on and you started it. I got you.
Correct. So anyway, funny story is, obviously social media, it was pretty popular. Not that it's not popular now, but it was really popular during this time. And I was scrolling through social media and I saw a picture of all of the characters up to that point in a photo.
Mm-hmm.
And each one that was dead was grayed out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So color photo, but all the characters that were grayed out were dead, and it said a caption.
Were they standing on a staircase?
Or by a truck or something.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I think you're right. It was a staircase.
I've seen the staircase.
But anyway, that pretty much spoiled everything because I didn't know.
Right.
What I meant by season 4 was live and I was catching up.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally spoiled myself on who died up to that point.
Right. Yeah, I was pretty late too. I didn't get spoiled or nothing, but it's just thinking back. I mean, God, the pilot episode again, it's just Rick and Morgan. And to know that those 2 aren't even on the show anmore when the series is ending,
they're still alive.
They're still alive. They're just not on the show. And what?
Well, I was gonna say, to be fair, Morgan doesn't make it.
Well, from the comics.
Yeah. So technically,
we're taking out the comic aspect.
I know, but I'm just saying, if we're gonna talk about Rick should be dead too. Anyway,
pretty much, yeah. We're just talking about the show, just the culmination of the show. I mean, if you go back and look at any of your other shows that have started, how many characters survived or were still there from the pilot episode to the end?
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, you'd definitely be surprised. I can't think of it. I'm not going to think of any right now because I don't want to take time thinking about it on the video.
No, let's do it.
No. But then like we said, thinking about, okay, how many characters, made it out of season 1 that are still alive? And like we said, 5. That's it. But yeah, this journey has been crazy for The Walking Dead. It's been fun.
It really has. You guys have seen plenty of our videos. We have a vision of how we'd like to see it at the end. And again, I truly hope that they do that because, it should end how it started, right? In my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do, especially with Morgan. And that's a good question. Yeah. You think they'd bring Morgan back?
They have to time jump.
We haven't talked about that.
They have to time jump 8 years to get him back.
But it's possible. Yeah. With the storyline, and you and I know, with the 25-year skip, it's very possible.
They can. I remember I saw a lot of comments from our previous video talking about the definitive ending. There's a lot of people that are like, nah, I don't want a 25-year time skip. I think it'd be too crazy.
Don't do a 25-year.
It may not fit. You can do 8 if you want to bring Morgan back. You can jump 8 years. 8 years is still a long time, but not drastically like a 25-year
you
time
do
skip.
A 25-year time skip and you're olding a lot of people
up. Yeah, exactly. You do 8 or 9 years, it's feasible. You can definitely do it.
And I think that would rub people the wrong way now that I think about it.
Going 25 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's just old.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah. They would still have to cast, but here's the thing. Would you want Rick to come back to the Judith that is there now, because if you jump 8 or 9 years, you'll probably have to recast.
Ooh, yeah.
Because Kaylee Fleming actually, I think Kaylee Fleming actually is she's 14 years old. So in the show, I think like her age in The Walking Dead right now is roughly around that age. She might be like 11, 12.
That was the problem.
So you may have to recast both RJ and Judith if you're jumping 8 years.
That was always the problem with Chandler Riggs.
Well, yeah,
they portrayed him as a young child, and that kid just blew up.
That kid blew up. Think about this, guys. The Walking Dead, you know, up until
talk about the timeline.
Up until Rick left, that's only 4 years in.
That kid grew,
and Chandler Riggs, he went from looking like 9 to 10 years old to being like a 25-year-old man.
9 to 10. That kid looked,
or maybe it was like 8, 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Yeah, he went to like 7 or 8 to looking 25 in 3 years.
25.
You know.
No, but you do make a good point. Like,
I was thinking of Bad Boys. Like, man, you look like you're 30.
You know, yeah. I mean, you make a good point. Gosh, I'd love for it to be current Judith.
I want it to be current Judith and current RJ.
But how are you going to do that?
You got to get Rick back. You got to get him back.
It has been enough time.
It's been enough time. It's been 6 years.
You wouldn't be able to do the Morgan thing, which I'm fine with.
Well,
would you?
No.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't be able to do it.
I just, you know,
in a way they could, but they would. Here's the thing: they could do it, but then we wouldn't see it.
Yeah,
we would not know how he gets back. I mean, we know how he gets back, but we wouldn't know the story of how he gets back unless he kind of mentions it a little bit. But this is the end of the episode. I don't think they're going to go into
Morgan?
A long monologue of how Morgan got back. Yeah.
And I don't need to hear that.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. That'd be sweet.
I mean, a mention of, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
Morgan, Dwight, Sherry, Alicia, Madison.
Bring them all then.
All of them.
Right.
Except for Strand.
I think we talked about I think we talked about that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
and you know, it's doable. I'm with you. I want to see current Judith. I want to see a reunion. So I think, guys, I'm changing my mind. I don't want the 25-year time skip either.
It'd be too long.
Yeah.
It's too far. I mean, we were mostly saying it, guys, just because of how the source material went. And in the source material, it fit.
It was done beautifully.
They had to do it. Robert Kirkman did it beautifully that way. The show, it wouldn't work.
Because guess what? You still had Carl.
Yeah, you did, to carry it on.
Yeah, and, you know, it's interesting because you didn't have Judith in the source material, but you had Carl and you did the 25-year skip. But we're in a complete, you know, opposite situation here. And so that leads me to believe that they might do it like that. But, you know, I hate to have this as a video of another 11C ending. This is about, you know, Rick and Morgan, and those are the only characters that are left in The Walking Dead. And unfortunately, guys, we might not ever see them again.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they could bring Morgan back. They don't really have to time jump because Morgan left after All Out War, right? So what we're seeing, the timeline we're seeing in Fear the Walking Dead is kind of like the timeline of like season 9, like later part of season 9, season 10. Well, it's before the 6-year time jump. So what we're seeing right now is before the 6-year time jump. So technically,
what are you talking about before the 6-year time jump?
So after All Out War, Morgan went to Fear.
Yep.
What we're watching in Fear right now is that period of time.
Yes.
Before Rick was taken and before they jumped 6 years.
Yeah, so you could easily do it.
So technically, by this timeline that we're in right now, Morgan could be back.
Morgan has already been in Texas for quite some time.
Correct. So he could be, you could make it say he's been, you know, however many years, it takes him a year to get there.
Yep.
Yeah. So technically, I'm sorry, they could do it.
There's also another thing that you're not considering, the multiverse.
The multiverse. Yeah. I forgot about that. We're gonna get so many different Morgans and Ricks
and the true timeline.
Yeah, the true timeline has been skewed.
Yes,
thanks to Wanda.
Yes, we, things could go several different ways now.
Wanda just didn't change the timeline, the universe in Marvel. She's gonna change. She changed it in everything. So The Walking Dead, we're in the multiverse. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, because the timelines change, everyone's going to come
Carl's
back.
coming
We're going
back.
to get Carl. We're going to get Glenn. We're going to get Abraham. We're getting everyone. We're gonna have another Negan come in, young Negan.
Has there been anybody that's been technically recasted? Can you think of? I don't think they have.
Recast?
But wouldn't that be funny? Both of them show up.
I don't think so. Yeah,
That's actually a good question.
That's cool.
Let's throw the multiverse stuff aside. Has there been anyone recasted? I don't think there has, guys. If
let us know. Do your digging. Has anyone on The Walking Dead ever been recast? A character been recast?
Actually, I know. So we're taking multiple tangents here. Did you know that there was a recent death in the Walking Dead universe?
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
Yes. Do you remember his name?
I don't know his name.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah, sorry guys. We want to get this right, but I'll kind of talk about it first. One of the walkers and when this was first reported, I saw the headline "Walking Dead actor passes away," and I'm thinking, "Oh crap, who is this?"
Moses J. Mosley.
Yeah, and so then they said it was one of the zombies. When I read that it was one of the zombies, no offense, and I'm sorry, I was like, "Come on, how many zombies are in this show? Like, why are you reporting it as a Walking Dead star?"
But as you kept reading,
it was a pretty prolific zombie. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was one of the Walker pets from Michonne.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, an
iconic zombie. So
iconic. Yeah.
Did they say how he passed? I didn't hear.
Potentially been revealed. It may have been suicide.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. Tragic, and it's
tragic.
But yeah,
we lost a Walking Dead family member. Always sad. If anybody that you know of, and that's the thing. Like, I never knew who the actor was.
Yeah, me neither.
I never dug that deep into it. I'm sure that I've seen, like, they showed some pictures of, him being taking pictures with fans and stuff. So he may have gone to like cons and things like that, and events. So
look, you're an iconic walker.
Exactly. And I never knew that. So when I read that article too, I was like, oh man, it's like, I never knew who the guy was, but because I'm a Walking Dead fan, I feel the pain, of everyone who's, giving them condolence, of the passing. So pretty sad. Really, not pretty sad. It was really sad. So yeah, guys. I mean, we went off on a tangent. I mean, this video was about the only survivors left of the first episode.
We literally went from survivors of the first episode, multiverse, ending 11C, tragic news.
Yeah,
guys, this was an awesome video.
This was amazing. If this video does not get 1,000 likes, I'm going to be so upset. Because we talked about, we basically did like 3 or 4 videos in one that we could have talked about. I think we have to expand. We have to expand upon the multiverse.
Yes,
in The Walking Dead.
I want to see comic book Rick and TV show Rick come out.
That'd be sweet. 2 Negans, Negan now and young Negan, like when he first got Lucille.
Yeah,
that'd be sweet. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine that?
What?
The Negan now and young Negan talking to each other. What are you doing with these people? Why aren't you taking their shit?
I mean, the Negan that was powerful, right? That had the power, probably going to kick the shit out of the earlier Negan, the crying Negan.
Yeah. So, guys, once again, it's just think back of how many characters that have come and gone. Who's left? It was cool in the teaser that you guys saw, the breakdown where I wonder if they purposely did that, showing the OGs. They had Maggie, Daryl, and Carol standing next to each other.
Yeah,
they're pretty much the only true like OGs left in the main show.
Is Gabriel?
Gabriel wasn't until.
I know, but he's OG.
He's an
iconic character.
He's an iconic character. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Then again, so is Ezekiel.
Yeah, but if you basically go from the first few seasons where it was just, it's pretty much only Maggie, Daryl, and Carol. We got into Father Gabriel, Ezekiel a little bit later. I mean, yes, they're OGs, but if you start going back further, I mean, those three are pretty much like the OGs, truly. But
It really makes you wish that we had some of those characters back, man.
Oh, to end this thing, dude.
Especially end it the way that it was written. That would have been just amazing to see, and it's tragic. Good look, guys.
Michonne and Rick, truly. Carl, for one.
Andrew Lincoln would have stayed, right? I mean, I think that's pretty well known.
Yeah. I mean,
he would have stayed.
Yeah, I mean, we know that it's grueling to do TV shows, and it's, especially for actors who don't live in this country. That was one of the reasons why Frank Delane, who played Nick from Fear the Walking Dead, left. He wasn't happy with the direction they were going in season 4. We know why, but he lived in England. He was homesick, and it's a grueling schedule. So
and Andrew Lincoln, like, that was one of the reasons, obviously, why he left. Like, he was here in the States a lot, and away from your family.
Yeah,
I completely get it.
Yeah, but I think if they didn't get rid of Chandler Riggs, for sure he would have stayed.
I'm convinced that he would have stayed. Yeah, and finished the story.
And imagine how the Whisperer story would have went.
Well, he wasn't big in that story, though. Right?
And the source
Carl was.
Well, Carl was, but Rick was too.
Michonne would have been amazing in that.
Even Andrew Lincoln said he would have loved to have worked with Samantha Morton.
Michonne was in that storyline.
What? Michonne?
Yeah.
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 Andrew Lincoln said he would have loved to work with Samantha Morton.
That would have been amazing.
Amazing.
I would have loved to see that character interaction, dude.
That would have been so sweet. Man, we just did 3 or 4 videos in one.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember our actual single topic?
No.
It's in the title.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, we could probably keep going all night.
We could probably talk all night long. So, guys, there's we're super pumped. I have something planned that we're going to do, what we would like to do before 11B comes back. Not going to mention it here, so stay tuned to the community page and Twitter, so make sure you follow us on Twitter, and also you make sure to subscribe so you can get the community posts as well. So stay tuned. Don't want to give anything away right now, but I think it's going to be fun for what we have planned. So once again, if you enjoyed this video that we did 4 videos in one, smash the like button, subscribe,
7 in 1,
and we will continue talking after we're done. I am Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.